back to my video, and here we go on another adventure. And this time we're going to the city in Colombia called Medellin. And this city is nicknamed the City of Eternal Springs because of the great weather once you visit Medellin. Now, this is not my first time traveling to Colombia or traveling to Medellin. And if you haven't seen my previous Colombia videos, I would suggest you check those out. But in this adventure, what exactly we'll be doing is talking about bright smiles and plastic surgery. I did mention in the previous video about every 5 to 6 years I get my teeth whitening, and I get the procedure done depending on where I'm at, meaning if I'm traveling or not. If I'm home, of course I get it done in the US, but if I'm traveling, the only country I will get this procedure done is in the country of Colombia. In my opinion, Colombia has some of the best dentists. On top of that, I get a specific treatment that is called Zoom Teeth Whitening that is not offered in all countries, but it is offered in the country of Colombia. Now, if you don't know what Zoom Teeth Whitening is, Zoom Teeth Whitening is considered the top or the elite type of teeth whitening you want to get done. To give more insight of this procedure, Zoom Teeth Whitening is a popular cosmetic dental procedure that uses a specialized light, a UV light, and bleaching gel to brighten your teeth in one single office visit. So it's not like your regular teeth whitening while you have to sit with a tray in your mouth full of gel for a long time. Then you have to return back to the office the next day. It's nothing like that. It's one single procedure, which is good. And now I'm going to give you some reasons on why Zoom Teeth Whitening is considered a good procedure. Even though it is pricey, it is considered, like I said, the top, the best, the elite. I'm going to give you a quick 3 reasons on why you should choose Zoom Teeth Whitening if you want to change the shades of your teeth and brighten your smile. Number 1, it's quick and convenient. No matter or not if I'm home in the US or in Colombia, the procedure takes no longer than an hour, so it's very quick. Number 2, the results are effective immediately because you're only going that one single visit, and after that one single visit you will see changes. And last, number 3, it is safe and comfortable. The Zoom Teeth Whitening is done by a machine, also with gel, so it has to be done by a professional, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing to do to have your results stay for a long time is your lifestyle. So it depends on whether or not you're a smoker or if you eat lots of dark colored foods or drink lots of dark colored beverages. Now, since we got a little bit of knowledge of Zoom Teeth Whitening, let's talk a little bit about the country of Colombia and the city of Medellin. Now, my first visit in Colombia many years ago was to the city of Cali, Colombia. And Cali, Colombia is my favorite city in Colombia. And the second city was the city I'm in now, Medellin. So if you're coming to Colombia for this specific procedure of Zoom Teeth Whitening, you're in the right city, Medellin. I've been coming here for years, specifically just to get this procedure done. Now, it is offered in other cities. It's offered in Bogota, which is the capital. It's offered in Cartagena, I think. Also, it's offered, well, it should be offered in Cali, Colombia, but I still have not found a dentist in Cali that offers Zoom Teeth Whitening, but it should be there. But I always come straight here to Medellin to get the procedure done because I've been coming here for a long time just for this procedure. But if you're a woman looking for plastic surgery or as they say, a BBL, Brazilian butt lift, I would say that the city of Cali, Colombia does it best. Now, some people might disagree, but in my opinion, I think if you're looking for that type of procedure, go to Cali, Colombia. Not to say that it's not done here in Medellin, because it is. It's done all over the country of Colombia. But in my opinion, they do a very great job in Cali, Colombia. But if you don't want to go there, come straight here to the city of Medellin and get everything done from your teeth to plastic surgery. For women, the BBL or Brazilian butt lift is very popular and well done in the country of Colombia. So don't go to Dominican Republic, Mexico, or in the basement of a person you were referred to. Come here to Colombia, because you know what they say, you get what you pay for. So don't mess up your body. And also, you're going to these places mainly because you can't afford the procedure in your homeland. So if you want spectacular results, come to where it's most popular at, and that's here in Colombia. And look at the women, look at the everyday women here, and you'll see how your results will look. Or you might be thinking, okay, Brazilian butt lift, why don't I just go to Brazil? Well, the Brazilian butt lift has nothing to do with the country of Brazil. It wasn't even invented in Brazil. There was a doctor performing a fat transfer surgery on TV, and the patient so happened to be from Brazil. So it got the nickname the Brazilian butt lift, or BBL. But remember, Brazilian money is more money than all those countries I named, so it's going to be pricey there, and it's not popular there. They're more into the natural look. So again, come here to Colombia. Breast augmentation, or aka a boob job, is also very popular here in Colombia. Three cities you might want to consider or do your own research are here in Medellin, Cali, Colombia, and also the capital, which is Bogota. Again, do your own research. My personal opinion, being a man, seeing results, I'm always going to say go to Cali. So you may be wondering now, why not choose Dominican Republic or choose Mexico? Because it might be much more cheaper in those places. And the reason is because in Colombia, these procedures are just like part of the culture in Colombia. Unlike Dominican Republic or Mexico, you come to Colombia, you see it everywhere. It doesn't matter what class you're in, whether or not you're in a rich class or if you're in the lower class, everyone has it. And now you might be wondering, well, how did this happen? Or when did it become part of Colombian culture? So I did my own research, and breast augmentation, plastic surgery, all these procedures were not started or invented in Colombia. So I looked at old stock photos and videos of women in Colombia in the 1950s, and they look pretty much regular. Same thing in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. I started to see a change in the late 80s up until present day. So I had to see which city had some of these procedures mostly done at. And the city was right here in Medellin. So I just did simple math, and it all came back to Pablo Escobar. At that time in the 80s, in the late 80s, he was probably one of the wealthiest Colombians in Colombia, and he had the money to spend on his women. And what he started to do was get these procedures done on them. And Pablo Escobar, he died in the 90s. And I was looking at stock photos and videos of women in the 90s, and they look pretty much as they do now in present day. So he made plastic surgery, breast augmentation, or what they call now BBL, very popular in Colombia, and it just stuck within the culture to present day. And after that, it just spread like wildfire throughout the country of Colombia. The second city that it was most popular in was Cali, Colombia. And again, I did the simple math. Back in those times, in the 80s and 90s, Cali and Medellin was at war with each other. The Cali cartel and the Medellin cartel. So pretty much as men do competition, I'm pretty sure of what happened was that the guys in Cali were in competition with the guys in Medellin when it came to elevating the women in these different procedures, and it became very popular there. So now you have some knowledge of Zoom teeth whitening along with a little brief history of breast augmentation slash plastic surgery in Colombia. And now here I am in my apartment. Early in the video, you saw me walk to the grocery store and I got some snacks, some fruit, and some food to cook. And what I'm about to do now is do some video editing. There is a gym in this apartment complex, so I did take a little advantage of that because when it comes to traveling, trying to stay fit at the same time is usually difficult because you're doing so many things and also you're in a new surrounding, so you have to get used to that. So that takes away from your health and fitness aspect of your life, which is very important. And since it's so important, always Google the area where I'm staying at to try to find a local gym, and I will get a membership and pay for it for a week or for however long I'm staying there. If I can't find a place that's near me, hopefully where I'm staying at, whether or not it's a hotel apartment complex, there's a gym inside. If not, what I'll do is I'll just work out on the floor wherever I'm staying at just to make me mentally feel good that I'm doing some type of physical activity. I always want to stay fit, and on top of that, I always want to keep my health in check by making the right healthy eating choices. Now, every once in a while, I do eat some type of snack, some type of, I guess, dessert or sweet. But with that, I always work out. And on top of that, I have a high metabolism that works in my favor. But yes, working out and eating healthy is always on my to-do list. It's always at the top tier of my plans when I travel.
Hágale pues niño, hágale.
So here we go. I'm going to my dentist to get my Zoom teeth whitening procedure done. And I'm going to give you a few tips when it comes to dental care that throughout the years I've been told. And some of these are some tips that she told me, meaning my dentist here in Colombia told me, and not my dentist back home in the US. And one is that it's not so much about the toothpaste, it's more about your toothbrush. That's way more important than any type of toothpaste you use. And she also told me whatever kind of toothpaste you choose to use, I already kind of knew this, less ingredients is best. And I believe her, she's telling the truth because most dentists, especially in the US, they're sponsored by either Colgate or Crest. So by the end of your dentist visit, they'll give you these free samples of some type of Crest or Colgate product. Here in Colombia, I never experienced that, so they just giving you straight facts and truth. Also, when you're using mouthwash, try to use one that has no alcohol. Also, when choosing a mouthwash, try to use one that is plain and clear. No green color, purple color, no dyes. Well, we know what kind of procedure she got. My take on women getting plastic surgery, hey, do what you want. It's your money. You know, us as men, you know, we can't really do so much. The only thing we can do is go to the gym and wear deodorant and cologne. That's about it. We don't have that many options. But as a woman, you have much more. So if it makes you feel better or makes you feel good, I guess, go ahead and do it. Just don't go to the extreme. Sometimes I be seeing the results and I'm like, it looks crazy. You know, you'll have a big butt, but you have little pencil legs, skinny legs, and it looks crazy looking. But if that makes you feel good, you know, so be it. Have I dated a woman that had enhancement, some type of plastic surgery? Of course I have. How did I feel about it? The same way, you know, to each his own, whatever makes you feel good. But she had a boob job, breast augmentation. And I don't know what kind she got, but they were very hard. And it was a turnoff. You know, I didn't think she was in need of it, but she got it. It made her feel better as a woman. But in my personal opinion, I didn't think it was a good choice that she made. But that's something that she'll live with. And she actually got the job or the procedure done in the US, and it put her in big debt. And the results was, like I said, my opinion, I didn't like it, but that's something that she was in need of at the time, and it took her many years to get out of debt to pay for that. So I guess that is a lesson learned. Maybe she should have came here in Colombia. It would have been much cheaper, and I'm pretty sure she would have got a better job or different options. But anyways, I'm going to end this video vlog. I'm going to be in the country of Colombia for a month before I go to the continent that I said I was going to go to.